and drivers move our economy. Did you know that almost 80% of South Carolina communities depend exclusively on trucks to move their goods? Well, there are over 21,000 trucking companies in the state alone that are primarily small, locally owned companies serving a wide range of businesses. To help us understand the world of trucking and why trucking is everybody's business, the South Carolina Trucking Association is here to help. Today, we are excited to be joined by a female leader in the trucking industry who has been a professional driver for almost 30 years here in South Carolina. Lori McLaren, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Lori, first of all, trucking kind of runs in your family, right?
Yes, my mom drove, my dad drove, my sister drove.
Wow.
We've been doing it for a long, long time.
Almost 30 years.
Yes.
What is that life like?
You just get used to it. When it's everything that you've always known, it just comes easy.
Yeah, I know I've always been curious. I'm sure so many other people are curious too. What does a typical day look like for you?
Well, my alarm clock goes off at 3 a.m. I'm usually at work by 4:30, and I do the most important thing of my day, which is doing a pre-trip inspection and making sure that my truck is roadworthy. Once I've done that, I get my dispatch, and then I kind of set my mind to get ready for the traffic and the delays and all the things that I have to do.
How do you, do your job every day and make sure that you're keeping people safe?
What I like to do is I keep a safe distance from me and the vehicle in front of me. I call it my safety zone. We usually get about the length of a football field, and that's what it takes to stop our truck. So if we're having to make an emergency stop, we have that space to do that. Unfortunately, the cars don't realize that that space is there for a reason, and so they like to fill it up, and then once they do that, then we're having to back off and try to do it again. It's really important that people realize that. Everybody seems to think because we have air brakes that we can stop on a dime. We cannot. It takes a lot of space for us to be able to stop.
So we know that you're driving so many miles during the day, but at the end of the day, you get to come home, right?
Absolutely. You can drive for as long as you want as far as your DOT requirements. If you want to come home every night, there are positions available for that. If you want to travel and see the United States, there's positions for that. There's a really good way to balance a home life and your career, just like anybody else.
What would you tell to a young woman or a young girl out there about why they should join the trucking industry?
It's a fabulous career. I've watched it from my mom and my dad and my sister, and now me. I want to continue my mom's legacy. And it's one of those positions where you don't have to worry about money, because it doesn't matter whether you're driving or your fellow male driver pays the same. There's not a difference in pay.
Wow.
And it's been like that for as long as I have been driving, and I've been driving a long time.
Where can people go to maybe get more information and see if this industry is for them?
I would tell them to start off with going to the DMV. Go, get your book, look at it, take the test, get your permit. Once you have a permit, you can look into the different driving schools that are around. I think Miller Mott does a truck driving school, but go to one of the schools and then learn. Learn. It's a great career.
It sounds like it. Lori, thank you so much for all you're doing for our economy here in South Carolina.
Thank you.
And congratulations on almost 30 years.
Thank you so much.
Of course.